Welcome to fmtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Hi, Nick. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much. How was your weekend?
Good. How's yours?
It was very nice.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Today we're starting a new mini-series with Nick, which is Smart Scripting and Best Practices Day 1 and Day 2. So two things real fast. Real quick, if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to go over here and pick up one of our annual subscription bundles. If you would like to not do annual subscription bundles, or you don't want to, or not particularly interested in our video training, but you still want to support the channel in some way, I have been told that we're looking to get some more reviews on Google for fmtraining.tv specifically for marketing purposes. So if you'd like to go drop a review on your experience with us over the many years, or occasional visits that you pay us, feel free. We'd greatly appreciate it. Other than that, if you happen to be looking for some FileMaker assistance and you decide you don't want to do this yourself, feel free to reach out at support@rcconsulting.com. We have a lot of very amazing senior engineers who can totally help you on a wide variety of projects. With that all being said, I think I'm good. Nick, what are we doing today? You want to share your screen for
Hey,
me?
yes, I was cleaning and preparing. We do a continuation of all of what we do since I start again, doing the webinar is all linked together. So I'm doing all of this because I want to arrive to a point where we are going to discuss about this oriented object stuff, and how to code in FileMaker in a very professional way, because it's like everything connected, how you name, how you organize, and how you manipulate all of things. This will make, this will put clarity in your code, you remove the mess, you avoid the mess, and you arrive somewhere where you know what you're going to expect. Okay, it's like if you arrive in a house, right, and the door of the main entrance door look exactly the same as the bathroom door. Well, if you get out of the house without knowing it, you might enter the bathroom and not getting out because the door looks the same, right? So in your home, I'm sure 2 billion% that your main entrance door doesn't look the same as the door of the bathroom, right? I'm sure, and why I can be that confident is because this is it. This is what we expect. So in coding, it's exactly the same thing. So you will say, okay, yeah, but who cares? Because I'm walking along and I know, when I name something like this, right? I know what that means. Yeah, but because that's your brain, right? And but when you're coding, right, you need to remember, what you mean by, right? So you need to remember, what, even if it's your code, if you need to remember, because this is not the way, we communicate as human. So you need to keep what we call consistency. Then you can disconnect your brain from remembering everything, and you just go to the automatism, something that you do without thinking it. Are you thinking that you're breathing? Are you singing it? Are you thinking that you blink your eyes? Okay, so that's the same thing, Marge. It's funny what I'm saying, because that's exactly what, when you code, it should flow as blinking the eye and breathing. It should flow the same way as much as possible. You have so many things to think about. Can you just release your brain from all this garbage, right? All the tricks you have, all the abbreviation you have, and all the mess you have, going around and look for things and find things you can't find, and then you end up having 5 times the same script, 5 times the same relationship because your naming stuff is so confusing. Your naming is so messy that you cannot have a consistency. You have nothing flowing, right? Everything hard, everything difficult, everything you have to find, you have to search, you have to browse, and you end up having thousands of things that are completely useless, right? So naming is the key. Consistency in your name. Be specific on the name. Be always following the same pattern. Then it will flow. It will flow. You won't even think about because you know what you expect, right? Grouping things together, knowing the weakness of FileMaker, that we have many weaknesses in the UI as many other platform. Don't think FileMaker is the worst because it's not. Actually, it's one of the best. Believe it or not, try to code on C++ and you will see the mess, right? Actually, it's so messy since so many years that now people are, used to the mess and they can't fix the mess because once they try in the 2000, they try to fix the mess, people were like, whoa, what are you doing, right? It's like, I don't know if you remember, but the icon gate. I don't know if you remember the icon gate, right? When Apple decided to remove the CD icon, right? The CD compact disc, right? The compact disc icon out from the icon of iTunes, right? And the world went crazy about this, right? Because it was, this is what, you know what I mean? So the UI we have will be there for a long period of time. We have some good tools, but unfortunately, what happened is, what I'm talking about those things. The search box here. This is the only thing we have to browse layout, right? For when we go manage database here, we have no search box. We have type over, right? So if I'm here and I want to go to initial name, I need to type over, right? This is the only thing we have. If I want to go, I'm here, I want to go to list, I have I have to type 3 or 4 character, but don't, and you can't even have make a mistake because otherwise you do blink like this, right? So we have no, like here as well, forget that here we have, this is a plugin, right? But we have no search neither, right? So if I want to go to a relationship, I cannot type relationship between contact and invoice with, I can't type like this. What I can do is trick my brain, right? And know that I want to go and get something easy to remember, then I need to go TO5CU is there, oh, I'm not in the right file. That's why it wasn't working. But, I can go here, right? This is where I was. And I remember the TO5CU, So I don't even know what the TO5CU is, but I know that was it was the last relationship I used when I was inside this file, right? Right. So I was using the TO5CU and TO5CX. So TO5CU is there, right? How I could go, from something like this, right? How I can go straight when you arrive here, how I can go straight to the one I want right? Well, it's because I'm not using relationship between invoice and contact and with the ID contact. And I don't type this, I can't. And TO5 CU, I can go immediately. I'm there, right? CU and CX, they're here, both, right? But I don't remember what that means. So this is to tell you the power of naming things the right way, right? That will help you navigate, remember, find things, and of course, use things. So now, let's try to, let's try here. Let's go here in this file, and let's start talking about what matters today, which is the names and how to organize and build complex scripts, right? Not talking about the simple script like, 5-line or stuff like this. I'm talking about scripts that requires advanced and, large scripts, big scripts, right? So, and how you can avoid the problems, especially when you call a script within a script, right? Or when you have a piece of something you need to do on server, right? So the first thing is you need to always, when you do a script, and I'm tending to do that even for the small one, even for small scripts, I'm tending to do the same thing, So it's you need to think you are in the kitchen, right? So you're in the kitchen and you want to start cooking something, right? So what are you doing typically? When it's a recipe, you need some ingredients, right? So what are you doing first? First, you make sure you have all the ingredients, right? Otherwise, are you okay to just leave everything on the cookware, on the cooktop? Go to the store. No, you don't do that. If you don't have everything, you don't start it. You make sure you have everything. Then you make sure you have everything on the counter, or at least in the fridge, but easy to bring, easy to grab. Okay. You don't want to I need to go, to the basement and look for something, and maybe I won't find it, because you burn your stuff, you burn your stuff. So you need to make sure you have everything. You need to make sure you have all the utensils. No way I need a blender. Oh, okay, I need to go to whatever, Best Buy to buy the blender. No. Or you need, I'm going to order on Amazon and I'm going to continue my recipe tomorrow or in 48 hours. No. You need to make sure. So all this analogy is the same for the scripts. You need to bring everything to the counter. So, for example, let's say, you want to, let me bring something here. I need to find something. Okay, here a good example, right? So you need, as I said, you need to bring everything to the counter. Okay? So here, for example, what do I need here? I need the main window size. I need the picker type. I need the current account ID. I need the current contact IDs. Okay? I need the new contact IDs, and I need to reset this because all of those are globals, are global variable. Why? Is because they need to survive the scripts. Okay? They need to survive the script. all of this one, all of this need to survive the script. That means when the script is gone, I need that to stay. Okay? So, but the script here, right? The script here doesn't really care about those things, right? I don't really care. What I care, right, is to create this with this script and then keep them in memory, okay, for the next step. So I bring everything and then, I can reuse. So something else we can do here, for example, let me grab something. I don't have a lot of crates. I want to get something. And I'm looking. I had something, and I forgot to keep it. So let me see if I have one here. Maybe here. No. Okay, so I will find something. So do you have any question on this so far? On the kitchen stuff and stuff like this. Is that okay? Did you understand the concept here?
Someone's asking why you didn't use the MBS plugin search. I assume because for people who don't have the plugin, right?
Yes. And the MBS plugin search is neither the best thing implemented by MBS anyway. Yeah, I can use that, but let's say if I say I want company and contact, right? Well, he found nothing here, right? Because right, he found nothing. I need to put exactly how it is named, right? He can't find, oh, give me the list of everything with company and contact. No, he need if he wants to find something, it need to be exactly like it is like it is here, right? And here I have those, right? So even with MBS, my technique applies because this is useful. I can do what is between or let me bring something that we have like this. What is between contact and contact identifier? Okay, I want all the relationship between contact and contact identifier. Boom, they're all here, right? They're all here. And thanks to this, I can see what it is, right? Right? So this is good. This is okay. But if you don't have my technique, well, because if I do this, if I do this, it will find it won't find. It will find all the one. So I have much more now because I cannot say between contact and contact identifier. You know what I mean? It will just say it will find the one you have here, right? So with my technique of saying, okay, I want companies and companies, I'll get it. Boom. See? Yes, it works because I have consistency and I have a strong naming convention discipline. I'm not saying comp, cont, ident. I don't do that. I don't say comp CI. I don't do those stuff. I stay consistent. So this works very well, right? It works very well. but it works well because I have my naming convention. Otherwise, it will be a big mess. You understand? So yeah, MBS is good, but it's not perfect, right? And but anyway, if you don't use that technique here, forget it. You know, like for example, I want, thanks to my name convention, right? I want all the occurrences with addresses as a target table. This is all the occurrences with addresses as targets, right? Well, so now I want, for example, all the occurrences with companies as source table. Thanks to the name convention, underscore companies underscore. That means source table, not target table, right? So, I want all the relationship with contacts as target table. Well, this works thanks to the naming convention. It doesn't work because thanks to MBS. Thanks to MBS will be like a stupid idiot text find stuff. With my stuff, and I said, okay, you know what? I want all the T18. Well, they're all here, right? T18, all the T18, all the TO5. Thanks to all the TO5 F. Thanks to the naming convention, this works very well. And then you say, oh, I want this one. Clap, you go there. It's there. Poof. See? So, yeah. So you can, if you don't have the name correct, this is just a text search. But with the naming convention, you extend it to something much stronger. For example, I want all the relationship I'm using to select something. They're all something to selected. Oh, I want all the relationship, all of them with creates. All of those create something. All of those, they create a relationship, right? Oh, now I want all of them that deletes. All of them delete, right? So if you don't, I want all of them that sort. All of them sort. So if you don't have the naming convention, adios, amigos. Doesn't work. This is useless. This is a pure text. You need to remember the text. No, here I just need to remember from where I want to go to where I want to go, something, right? Or some name, So part of it, world, TO5, a number, a letter, that's it, right? And sometimes, I'm here, I say, okay, I want to go to TO5S, boom, is there. See? It works. Okay. So that demonstration of the good, the good relationship. But now let me grab some. Do we have any other questions?
No, we're good for the moment, I think. So
okay. So let me go there, and this is my biggest solution anyway. So I can find some stuff here that I can show you. Okay. So here, for example, this is a great example. Okay, it's a great example. It's a complex script, right? This is something pretty much complex. All this script here, all of it, work based on this. So I need to grab all of this to get my script to work. So here's the catch. So I decided, I built the scripts, right? Say, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, I need to go to the arbitration, and I need to find arbitration here from the current parcel ID. Okay? Okay? And then I go there and I need this again. Okay? And then I go there and I need the contact UUID. And then I go there, I need the company UUID. And then I go there, I need the site UUID. So I'm bringing all my stuff together, right? And I'm feeding all of this, boom, okay, at the beginning of my script. That means before I go further, okay, it's easy for me to debug this, because if I have if something missing, let's say I'm forgetting this one, or I forgetting this one, well, it might not work, and it won't work. It will fail, right? So why I have the current parcel ID and not, so let's say, let's go there, and this is the wrong one, of course. And open contact picker. Yeah, this one is better. Okay, select contact. Okay. Move. Okay, so this one. Okay. So here, again, okay, I need to grab stuff, right? Okay. And now that we see this, right, what do you understand here with this? Why this is global and this is not, right? Because this must survive the script. So global variable, you put them in only if your variable survives the scripts. Otherwise, you never use that, right? You never use a global if it's not surviving, correct? The script. Very important. Because otherwise you get here and you have like 2 billion variables, okay? Do not do that, right? You need to make sure the thing does not survive, okay? It survive if it needs, okay? I see many people blanking those, right? But at the end, when it's done, I don't do that. And I'll tell you why. Let's say you have a script like this, right? And so this script pretty much, it's a contact picker. So what is do? What is do? I'm going to the C906. See the power of the name? Where do I need to go? C906. I don't even care about what this means. I go there. Boom. Right? I have all the 106, the C906, all of them. Okay? I'm going to the C one. Okay, I'm going to the C. See the power of the names? Okay. So this is a C. Okay. So why do I need, right? Why do I need all of those, right? Well, it's because obviously, right, when I'm going to select a contact here, so it's a list of contacts, right? I hope you won't do like earlier I was doing this and then he kicked me out from the. Yeah, my internet's good, but I don't know why it's slow. I just asked for the button though. Are you there? Mark?
Yes, I am here. Yes.
Okay, no, but sure. I have no idea why like this slow. I hope you won't kick me out. Yeah, it will kick me out. Hello, hello, hello. Well, okay, okay. So when I select the contact here, right? So here, right, I'm doing two scripts, right? See? So why is the name, so I open that window. Before to open that window, I need to, do some stuff, okay? So I need to prepare, right? So then I have a script here. So why the name of the script is important here? What do you want to here select contact, but select contact, I might have 30 scripts select contact. What is important is the number here, Why? Is because I want to see that script, right? But not here. Not like this. I want to see the script in the workspace. So, right, I have the number is 5065B, you see? 5065B. Okay, this is my script. Of course, I have two, but this one, sometimes it happens, you have double numbers like this, but this one is the one I want, okay? So in the script debugger, first, so why I want to open this in the script debugger and not here, right? So let's close this one. Why? And it's because I want to be able to open this like this and to open this like this. And I want to be able to open all the scripts clicking like this, and all the script, I can click, and I open the script like this. Okay? If you're not in the script debugger and you open the script in a new window, well, this trick doesn't work. Okay? So now I want to show you something. See here, I have plenty, let's say I have plenty of script open like this, right? Let's say I have plenty of script like this. Right? What? Okay, so I have plenty of script open, right? I have this one, this one, this one, this one. Let's say I want to close all the scripts, right? But the 5065B, but this one. I want to keep this one, right? I want to keep this one up, but I want to close all of those. Okay? You see this icon here?
Mm-hmm.
You strike the Option key, Alt key on PC, Option on Mac, and you close. Let's say I'm opening many scripts like this. I open scripts. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scripts, right? I want to close all of them, but not this one. I want to keep this one. And I want to close all of them. Alt, and you close the one you don't want to close. Don't tell me the logic behind this. This is the Claris logic, but this is how it works. If you close this one with Alt, Option click, it tell you. Option click to close all the other scripts. Boom. And you start over. That means now, let's say I had plenty of scripts that have nothing to do with what I'm doing right now, right? Don't tell me that it doesn't happen to you to have, plenty of script that you don't care, that they are there, they are open, open. So you end up having a menu like this, okay? Many of you have this, and then you don't know which one is which. Well, so let's say I'm going to work on the workflow now. I'm going to work on something, and I don't want all this pollution. Option, click, bomb, pollution gone. Okay? So now I can work on this, right? So remember, so now here where the organization of script is key is because where is the script, the parent key of that script? Okay? It's a workflow. You open a window and then you select something, or you move something, or so I'm here. I'm on B, right? So who is the parent? Forget you can see the name. Who is the parent? If I am on the 65B, who is the freaking starting point? Where it is? I ask you. Hello?
Yes. Any answers, everybody?
Okay. So it's okay. It's simple. If you are in 5065B, the starting point is the 5065A. Oh, wow. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. So, and the A is there. I don't need to go there to find out which one is, I don't need to open this and, this is the one that starts before that script is all over the place, so you need to dance. No, you organize your stuff correctly, right? So, because believe it or not, let's say you here, right? Look this here, look this list. I'm in 5835, which is way down, right? What will happen to this list if I click here? Bang, it brings me in the list where the 5065B is. The convenience to have the 5065A next to it, that key, and that's the new one, by the way. I have a new version of it. New, I can say it, new, right? So this is the old one, this is the new one, but I kept the old one, okay? And this is the next. So now you understand the name. And then you can click here. So now let's open all the workflow. This is the A, and you drag it here. 5065A, you start with this, and then you go with this here. This is the one open this window, and from this window, you open this. So now you understand the names. It's a workflow, boom, 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 like this. So to keep all the name together, the 5065A, B, C, D, E, F, then you have all the workflow together, and to arrange them all here next to each other also. And you have this is my workflow, right? All together, and I have a separator. So I know all of this is a chunk that goes together, okay? So here I'm here, right? And then I said, add contact to the card because I have two options. So this one tells me everything, what I need to do here, right? I have the type. I gather the type when I start this. So I need this to be transferred to the other script. Okay? So now I have here, if the type that is from that script, right? So if the type is something, if it's add contact, I perform this. Otherwise, I perform this. So I have a script in between, right? because, this button can do two things, okay, depending on what I've decided before. But I'm gathering everything here before in a variable. So when I do use the script, I can see all of this while this script is off. While this script is gone, I still can see this. And then I can use this one and see if it works or not, right? So let's continue. I'm here. Then that leads me here, right? And then what this do? Add contact, and this one do this, right? So I have two options. The add contact, okay? So I'm here. What do? I am putting on the table everything I need from here. Here, I say, okay, this doesn't need to survive because I need this. I need it here. So this here, it doesn't need to survive the script because I use that in the same script. All of this need to survive because the next script I'm going to use in all my workflow depended to this. So I'm doing that to survive. Here, nothing. It's just that this variable here tells me, okay, what do I need to do? When you open that window here, and when you click the button, what need to do? This one decide if what this one do and this one do, okay? So let's say I'm adding a contact. So I'm here, right? I am in this table, and I'm putting it all on the floor, right? And I have a parameter, and I have a variable here, right? So I'm putting everything on the table. Yes, I could have not having this and do this. I could do that. Also, I could have remove the, this, right? I could have removed this, the current ID, the site ID, remove this, and I could have done this. List of this and the site ID. Okay? Yeah, I could have done this. Look, so that good for you? Is that okay? Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to understand what's going on here. And when you debug, you have no way to read those things, right? So you put everything on the table, okay? And this one, by the way, I'm going to explain that. This is here, but this here is not. This one was defined here, right? Here. And I'm using here, free script down, okay? So, but here you say, Nick, why are you doing this? Why are you bringing a global variable into a local variable in that script? I'm doing this, I'll tell you why. It's because it makes everything simpler when you debug this, okay? Because let me tell you something. Let's try this, by the way. Let's try this script where it is in contact and here, and pretty much I think it's here. hold on, yeah, I'm in site. Okay, I need to go to site. See, I know this script here is on site, right? So let's say, so I'm pretty sure it's there, it's here, okay? Oh yeah, because I have it's complicated because I have a parcel, so I cannot remove. Okay, oh yeah, I can't remove if I have a parcel here. So here, but let's do this. Let's add a contact here, So let's add a contact here. So this is the scripts that I'm going to use. It's okay, I can use this one, okay? So, okay, I'm using this script, okay? So here, I close the popover, okay? And then I say which type, the current IDs, the current site ID, and the current site name. Boom, I stop here, okay? I stop. That's what I need. Do I have everything? Let's find out. I'm going to here, do I have everything? This type, add contact, makes sense. I can continue, okay? Do I have the current contact ID, right? Current contact ID, do I have it? Yeah, I have it here. Okay, I have it. But this is current contact IDs. But I have only one because I had only one contact here, this one. And I'm pretty sure that the 3D53 is this contact here, So let's say I want to find out, if this is the right one, right? Because this ID is there in the data viewer and is there because the contact ID is there. It is there in a variable. I can grab it. Otherwise, I couldn't. Okay, so now I can stop the script, go to my contact list, to my contact table, okay, and look for that ID, right? Where's the contact ID here? Contact ID. I don't know. Oh, yeah, contact. Okay, I'm looking for the contact ID, and boom, it's there. It's there. Is a good one. Billy Wallet. Okay, is a good one. Is a good person. So I know I'm good. Okay, so I can continue. Create one. No, it wasn't the create. It was a select. Okay. Okay. So I can continue. I know this one was correct. Let's assume that the site ID is correct and the site name is correct, which is correct. It's correct. It's 49, it's okay. 49 while 14, So the current contact IDs is correct. The current site ID is correct. So I'm good. I know all of this works, right? So I can continue the script and open the new window and boom, 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 right? And do the sort, which is will be slow because I have plenty. But okay, it's there. So now that I'm here, I can continue the other script, the B, 5065B. Remember? Here we are. We are in the B. Can you imagine that I knew I didn't prepare that. I'm no honest. I didn't. I want to find another script, not this one. Okay, so I changed my presentation. I could find the script 5065B and the 5065A. I knew where it was 2 years after I built the scripts. I knew in which layout it was and where it was. Why? Because I have consistency and regularity by the name. The name give me all right? I am, the name give me all here, the script here, here, open contact picker, and this, the 40, 31, I'm on site. And you can see that I'm reusing this from site, from contact, from, I'm using the same layout, right? So you understand now what, so thanks to the name, open contact picker card, site, add contact, and the picker is when you select something you have. This is in this layout. This is the only way I'm talking about contact. This is the only place, right? And open a picker. So yeah, right. So I worked on this like 2 years ago, and I could find it, right? So let's continue. I'm here. I'm clicking here. Oh, I click without the. Okay, I need the debugger. I'm clicking here. So let's continue. Okay, here. When I click, I'm adding the contact. Yes, I add contact, right? So I'm adding a contact here. So I'm going to create this one. Okay. Now, other way to organize your scripts. You understand that we're going to talk about the sending the parameters and stuff like this, right? I sent a parameter, okay? So parameters always in a variable, always. Why? Is because, well, now add parcel, boom, I can read it. No, this means no, get parameter equal add parcel, no, 0, not valid. So the parameter is not equal to 0. Okay, it is not equal to add parcel. Now, this variable here add a calculation, so you need to read the calc. This, for example, I couldn't read it correctly, right? Actually, this is not good. This is not good at all. I should have done differently. I should have done this way. Right? Here, I should have said set variable, right? And I should have said this. Right? And then I should have said this. So I bring the parameter inside a variable, and then I use this variable to calculate what I want this to be. Why? Look, because before I could see in my variables, I could see the result of the calc, but I couldn't see the parameter. So now look this. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, I have no parameters. Right? I know that the reason why this equals 0, because the parameter is empty. Right? Why? Is because I don't have here, this, when you have no, when a local variable is not present, that means it's empty. And you know, so let's continue. So see the advantage is that is that you can see the parameter and then you see the calc that goes with it. But if you didn't have this, you couldn't see what you get. So you need to see what you get always, right? So then you continue the script. Current contact ID. Okay, do I have it? Current contact ID, I have it. I have something, right? And then you continue. The current site ID, do I have it? Yeah, I have it, right? And then you say, okay, I need to combine those two IDs together. So I'm doing this. I'm doing this here. I have a variable where I combine both this and this. And then this here, I use as a parameter to the other script here. This here, right? You don't want to be this calc. Make this calc before. Make it visible that you can see the calc in your viewer. You can see it. Do I have two IDs? Yes, that means you're good. If you have only one ID, that means something wrong. Okay, but if you put this calc here, you have no way to read it. No way. Okay, here I can read it. So before we continue, do we have questions?
Just some comments. There's a comment about looking also forward to your day on scripting. We've seen some on scripts today, and it would be useful to see how other developers can see your intent and rationale.
Yeah, it's actually okay. This way of putting everything at the top of the script, everything you need, you have on top. For example, all of those, right? Like for example, here, what I'm done here is not good. I can fix that. It's not. It's good because I'm going to fix that in front of you. This here is not correct. This is not. Because this, I cannot read it. I should have do this. Okay? This is readable. It is readable. I'm putting a variable. I'm creating a variable with my calc, with whatever is inside the calc. Okay? Correct? And then I'm sending this in the parameter. Okay? So, because when the debugger reach here, boom, I can fix this. Okay, I can see it. I can read that. So you understand what I mean? So, and this is the best way because you have everything in your parameter, in your data viewer, which is always, to me, is always open here. I have always this stuff open here because it helps.
Hold on. I don't quite know what happened, to be honest with you. I had a tech issue on my end that began a random song playing. Okay, I'm going to have you back up like 30 seconds. There it is.
Okay, no problem. So yeah, so the most important is to bring everything in a local variable when it is needed during that script, right? Or global variable when it's needed to survive the script and be reused in the next script, okay? So here, why I'm doing this, I forgot to mention this, why I'm doing this, okay? I have the current ID global field, the global variable, and then I take it back in the local. So I'm bringing the global in the local, and I'm using the local. Why I'm not using the global, instead, Well, it's because it doesn't. Let's say I'm doing this, okay? Right? Let's say I'm doing this. It's not as clear to read this, right? It's not as clear because, yes, I'm doing this, so I'm getting the contact ID, and then this is coming from the previous script, but it's like, where it's coming from? You remember I told you, do you think about breathing or blinking eyes? Well, this is part of it. I don't think where this is coming. I don't care. Contact ID, site ID, okay, together. I'm reading this together. I don't read this. You read this, okay, it's together. If this is missing, well, now you need to think, to blink, or to think breathing. You need to think what happened. This, you don't think. This, okay, together, boom, is there, right? So don't underestimate the clarity. You bring it was there, right? But I don't care. I bring it in my workflow here. I bring it back in my workflow. Okay? And here is a better way, to get the thing. So now, also, why? So the code need to be as neat as possible, right? As neat as possible, because otherwise, you will have a problem. Okay. So, for example, and actually, I can do another fixing here. Okay. So here, yeah. See, this is a good function on MBS is when a local. So that also a reason why I'm using local and global. When you use local variable and you call a variable that is not present in the script, immediately you have this, because I changed the name of this and it's no longer there, and I got an error. Okay. So what's going on here? Okay. How it could work to have the same variable name here, the same variable name here, and the same variable name here. How this could work. Okay. Well, because it makes sense. It's a sequential workflow. I grab the parameter, I use the parameters, right? Right? So I grabbed it and I use it. Then I continue grabbing info from wherever they come, and then I'm creating a new parameter with this, and then I send the new parameter here. That means I forgot about this one because I replaced with it, but it's gone, it's done. I have this already, right? So let's see. Let's see how it works, okay? How it will be. Click here. Okay. I grab parameters. Params, okay? Is there? Oh, it's empty. Okay. Well, and let's put something here to make sure that we understand. Oh, something that you need to know. Always in a data viewer, in watch, I'm putting those things here on top of it. I'll let you grab a picture, okay? Those we don't care. Those are, oh no, this I need. This I need, but this I need, but this I don't. So this here is always, you need to have this in your watch. Watch, you can keep things, right? You add and you said gets, or whatever, and it will be there, right? See? Okay. So account name, parameter, script result. Actually, you can do this first and script result the second. Name, table, layout name, boom, boom, boom. Okay? Why? Because this here, I want to open that window. I want to open that layout. But I have no idea. And I cannot go layout mode from here. Okay? Because it's a CarStar window. But I want to open that layout. And I have no idea to know which layout it is. Yes, I know. It's this one. It's C906C. See the name? Power of the name? C906, because I know get layout name. The current layout, I'm here. This is a C906 906C. So I can close that window, and open this and type here C906C. Okay. So I can open this, right? And add whatever parameter here, blah. Okay. So I'm here, select. Yeah, I'm sorting 40,000 layout. Yeah. Boom. And 3D burger. I click here. Okay. So I have my parameter. I still don't have it. What? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I forgot to save the layout. Hold on. Oh, hold on. This is not where I need to put the parameter. I need to put the parameter here in this script. Here. Okay. So I'm here. Click here. Open my, my data viewer, and I click here. What the hell? I have a parameter. So why I don't have param here? Oh, sorry. Oh, is there. Sorry. Here, I have my parameter, right? The first one. Then I had add parcel. So add parcel used this variable. Then I'm adding two variable, current sign, current ID. And now, right, I have other parameter that will replace this one. Because this one is okay. I used it. It's gone. I don't need it anymore. You know, that was an onion, and the onion now is in the pan alongside with butter. Okay, so I don't, you know. So I continue here. I have a new pan with my two IDs, right? Continue. So that's way you prevent to have too many things to read when you build a script, right? So you reuse the name. It's fine because that's when this has been used here. I don't need that anymore. It's okay. This is gone. It's used. It's used. I don't care. So I can reuse the name for this one. So that makes everything simpler, right? You reuse the name because I don't care, you know? Right? Do we have any questions?
Giving credit to Nick's kitchen analogy on let statements, I can appreciate that function, so it makes sense in scripts too.
Yeah, exactly. So you put everything to the so now you understand how the script will be much simpler for you. Everything there. So if something goes south here, so let's say something goes south here, you know. Let's say when you do this, you go there and you go south. Okay, thanks to my option command click here, you open that script. Okay, boom. And that's the script that goes with this. So you put together, right? They're all together, right? And then you say, okay, that script, I need this, and this. So now I'm going to show you why this is a good technique to get the variable here. This here, I'm going to reuse here, okay? Because I'm going to send those two to that script. Let's say that script here, okay, I want to do stuff and I need those two things. This here, I'm going to send those two things over there, okay? So here I'm going there, I copy those two and I paste here. And then I say, okay, this will be the get parameter value 1, and this will be the get parameter value 2. Okay? I grab the name of the variable is the same. The two parameters I need to send over there, these two names are the same in this script. Then I have a connection. Same name. So to avoid problems and bugs, not typing this again by hand, you copy paste, right? And you're sure you have the right name. Right? Because you create a variable here, you copy the name of the variable here and you paste here, so it's okay, it's the same name. They are connected, the same name. So you have no confusion, right? You can keep the connection between this and this, okay? Right? This is a custom function, by the way. You might have it everywhere, right? So this is when you need to send multiple things to a parameter on another script, you need to use this technique here. Don't put the calc here, this calc, no, because here you can read it before you start this. You can read it. If you don't do this, you cannot see the content of what you're going to send to the parameter. And how you know is wrong. Most of the time, I know it's wrong because I know upfront is wrong. Because I say, oh, it's missing a parameter, right? Or parameter is wrong, you know. So, so that helped a lot. But other questions?
No, mostly just discussions happening. So.
Okay, that's good if you have discussion. But it's very important to have this technique. I have only 1 hour, so that's what. But it's important to know that, right? That first you got a great demonstration on how the name is with this number letter. It's much better. Not if you don't have it, it's impossible. Here you have a visual A, B, right? So here I'm switching context, right? You can tell. Here I'm switching context. Where do I go? Where do I go here? I'm going to site. Because the 4,000 is a site, is a site world. Right? But here, where do I go? Oh, I'm going to contact, right? Why? Because the 5,000 is the contact world. I'm going to sites. I'm going to contact, right? I know. And here, I know I'm staying, everything stays in the contact world. 5,000, 5,000. I'm staying 5,000, 5,000. A, B, right? AB, 5612A, move site, 5612B, move parcel. They are connected together. They are, the name is connected. They're all 5612A. 5612, I have my, 12A and 12B. I have there here, so it's not a problem to go and gather them. I can find them together. And the name gives me a sense of connection. I have a connection, 12A, 12B, this or this, two condition, two different script, but namely connected together, right? And I can see what they do. They move site, they move parcel from contacts, and they both new. It's a new version. Both of them call the same 5065D callback. All of them, both of them use the same. I can tell immediately here, right? What the callback is, unfortunately, I cannot go here and open even with those, I cannot do that for the callback, which is, I don't know why. But, I'm here. Okay, 5065. I have all my workflow here. I have all my script here. The B, the C, B, C, right? So if I go there and I say 5065, this is all my workflow where I'm here. The A, the B, the C, the callback. I have all my workflow here connected. It is there. I can grab only this workflow and all those scripts here that call each other, this one here, I can easily navigate from there, okay? If we don't have any question, we can...
I think we're good. I'm going to ask them the questions tomorrow because I have to go to a meeting.
Okay.
But thank you
Sounds
everyone
good.
for coming. Thank you,
Yeah.
Nick, for presenting.
And tomorrow, another day.
Yes, tomorrow's another day. See you all
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.